Holding my leg, trying to make a sound, but nothing would come out. And I remember the voices of the emergency personnel. I remember him going to my pocket. And I remember them discussing how they were going to lift me, how they were going to get my clothes off. Then I was shoved into the ambulance and for this bumpy ride. I remember the EMS person injecting a line. The last thing I recall was hitting the loading dock at ER7, and that was it. They said I was talking, but I don't remember any of that.
Do you remember seeing a vehicle that came across at all?
Vaguely. I used to get flashbacks of a light-colored vehicle, a very light-skinned person behind the wheel.
A man?
A man, yeah, male features, I'm not sure. And that was it. And from the drawing, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, no, I thought I was closer to the vehicles than where they had me positioned at.
What drawings?
The police department's drawing.
And from the police report?
Yeah. They had me like almost center of the street.
How hard was it raining, Willie?
Oh God, buckets were coming down. Even before they put me in the ambulance, nobody had an umbrella, nothing to shield me. The water was steadily coming down. Then they put this big light in my face.
Now, do you remember anything before the emergency vehicles got there? I mean, as far as after you had been hit?
I remember hearing the woman say not to move. The help was on the way.
You know, I spoke to that woman. She called me from the website and the news, and she actually put a poem on the website for you. And I mean, it pretty much was something that was pretty rough on her.
She's very artistic.
Yeah, and you know, and when she contacted me, she was just beside herself. But I did speak with her. But you remember that?
Mm-hmm. I remember hearing her.
Okay.
It's strange some of the things you remember. Other than that, I don't remember a thing in intensive care. It was like I was telling them my body was there, but my mind wasn't. When they induced me into a coma state, I went all the way back to the age of 2 years old. I could see myself at different stages.
Unbelievable.
And prior to coming out of it, it seems as if I was running away from the military. They were trying to, almost like the Planet of the Apes, they were trying to throw nets out to get me. And I'm running all through the mountains of Pennsylvania. And it was really, and to me it was real.
I'm sure. Now let me ask you one more question. What do you remember when you came out of when you awoke, as far as the accident? Now, did you remember immediately, or?
It seemed like another day. It seemed like I was captured. It seemed like my oldest son was driving the helicopter that stopped the bus. And then I saw Edward on the bus. And then after that, it was like maybe, I guess about an hour or so, I started coming around. I don't know the significance of all that, but that was the last episode I had.
Well, I tell you what, I remember hearing the phone call when Derek called me from the hospital and hearing your voice. I was not expecting that at all. But I tell you, it made my day. It made my day. So
they really worked with me in the hospital. therapy-wise, they got on my nerves with that therapy. But even the nursing personnel, everybody was extremely nice, I guess, because I was the most ambulatory person that they had. And they were like pushing me to hurry up and get out of there.
Well, let me ask you, as far as right now, what we're doing now, I mean, this has been basically before Christmas that this incident happened. And what bothers you the most about the whole incident, other than the fact that it just happened? I mean, what surprises you the most about the whole thing?
Well, nothing surprised me about the Baltimore City Police Department, because I can remember from a child growing up, nothing has changed with them. This is the same method of handling things. Although I did think that they had gotten a little bit better, but from what I've been hearing, the sergeant that was on the case, I believe he was the same one that went into my pocket and got my cell phone. And now they claim that there's no cell phone, but I know I had my cell phone in my pocket. I had my glasses, my watch, and I didn't get none of that back. The only thing my sister got was the money. And now I gotta buy new glasses, go paying the dentist, and heaven only knows who else.
Well, I know I did talk to some, like I said, people call me all the time after reading the site, and they want to be updated on what's going on, which is one of the reasons why we're here today. And also, you know, people have been calling, well, tell this guy to call the Victim Relief Fund, and there's so many different assistant places they want to help. So people do care, but it's the people that we don't know that read about it that, you know. I did talk to the police department, and, you know, one of the things that it's hard to put somebody away for something when they just don't have any information. I mean, we had the one witness is the one person that I spoke to. That's the only person I know of.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, one of the reasons why I keep trying to keep this in the light
Mm-hmm.
is so that we can spread as much information as we can about this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sooner or later, we're hoping that we're going to click and somebody's going to say, you know what, I know about this situation. And the fact that you're speaking about it now, you know, we need people to step up and say, wait a minute, okay, it's been long enough, something's got to happen. So we're hoping to, I mean, we're going to pretty much do whatever we can to keep this in the light and keep it out there. But like I said, the number of hit and runs since your accident has actually escalated. So, you know, I'm not saying that we're going to, you know, your incident is, but this is a way to bring attention to these hit and runs, and maybe we need to change the laws and figure out what we can do and put different punishments on people. But, you know, we're going to do what we can.
Well, I think this is coming on the heels of our economy and some of the behavior traits that